Is the Bitcoin bottom in? Are we now going to be moving upwards or consolidating? Over $70 billion have moved into crypto in the last 24 hours. That's what I'm going to be talking about in this video. Plus a little treat at the end, a whole other way of looking at the Bitcoin dollar price, which I think gives a different perspective on the whole thing. Make sure you watch this all the way through to the end.
Using Wi-Fi without NordVPN could mean sharing your private stuff with more people than you think. NordVPN. Online security starts with a click.
The world's most advanced cold wallet for the new generation of cryptocurrency lovers. Descent.
Now I'm going to start with a quick notification about Decent. I shall link to their monthly report for May in the description below so you can go and check it out. But the best way to keep your cryptocurrency secure is in a hardware wallet, and the Decent hardware wallet uses biometric authentication, and it can store something like over 2,900 different coins and tokens, including ERC20, TRC20, Bet2 and Bet20, as well as your usual cryptocurrencies like Bitcoin and ETH and all the big ones. Now, one of the things that they did in May is they integrated Kronos. This is the token for Crypto.com. It's part of the Cosmos ecosystem, so you can get it in Osmosis, DEX as well, and it's interoperable with the other IBC-enabled chains, and you can now store your CRO in your Decent wallet. Now, you can see the prices here, $119 for one, or you buy two, $199. Those prices are going to change, and that's because of all the supply chain problems that have been happening and plaguing the world all over. So as of July the 1st, if you order one wallet, it'll cost you $139 and two will cost you $229. So if you're thinking of getting a hardware wallet, do check this out. Check out my reviews. If you decide to get this one, don't wait and use my affiliate link, which is in the description below. And if I sort my editing out, it might even be on screen in front of you. Let's start by looking at the Bitcoin chart for the week. And by the way, I'm recording this on Monday, the 6th of June, 2022. If you're watching this on YouTube, on one of my YouTube channels, which I'm being shadow banned on, you may be watching it late. So I invite you to come over to Odyssey, where I post more videos and where my videos come up first. Now on the weekly, we've had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 red candles in a row. So 9 weeks in a row, Bitcoin has started off high and finished the week lower. Not good. And apparently that 9-week run has never happened before in all of Bitcoin's history. But then last week, when it closed Sunday midnight on the 6th of June, we had this. Sunday the midnight, the 5th of June, we had this. This is an inverted hammer, and this may signal a reversal. So is Bitcoin's fortunes changing? So you can see here an inverted hammer, and the inverted hammer candlestick pattern is a candlestick that appears on a chart when there is pressure from buyers to push an asset price up. It often appears at the bottom of a downtrend, signaling potential bullish reversal. An inverted hammer candlestick is formed when bullish traders start to gain confidence. Top part of the wick is formed when bulls push the price up as far as they can, while the lower part is caused by bears trying to resist the higher price. However, bullish trend is too strong and the market settles at a higher price. And it tells traders that buyers are putting pressure on the market. It warns there could be a price reversal following a bearish trend. But it's important to remember that the inverted hammer candlestick shouldn't be viewed in isolation. Always confirm any possible signals with additional formations or technical indicators. So if we look at that, what we've got here so far this week, it's bullish. The price dipped to as low as 26,800, didn't stay there long, and it has jumped up. It went up about 31,500, but has gone back down again. Currently, at time of recording this video, it's at 31,417. Now, this is the price on CoinMarketCap currently. Now, what we want is for Bitcoin to close above 31,500. I think that's the next resistance level. And then we're going to come to about 35,000. Let's look in the daily chart. So you can see here on the daily chart, it's been bouncing off this upwards trending ascending line. And you see this red horizontal line here, about 31,800. If we continue going up, and the price hits this level, comes back down, bounces off, so it keeps doing that, we may be forming an ascending triangle, which is a bullish pattern, still below the 50-day EMA. So we also want it to break above that and stay above that. That would be additional confirmation of the bullish trend. And then looking on the 4-hourly, you can see we've had this big candlestick moving upwards and then follow through below the 200 4-hourly EMA. And there's a lot of congestion here, so a lot of resistance. and that is between 31,500 to 31,800, which coincidentally is what this article talks about. Over $70 billion of inflows, crypto market in 24 hours as Bitcoin breaks resistance at 31K. Bitcoin surged past 31,000, breaking resistance at 31,300. And according to this prominent crypto trading expert, Michael Vanderpop, stated that if Bitcoin flipped the level, it would be in a good position to advance towards 31,800, which would take it through to the next level of resistance and support. Now, this is Ethereum on the weekly, and that's also had a downtrend because, of course, Bitcoin moves the entire market. But last week was the first bullish week after several bullish weeks. It is above the 200 weekly EMA, and we want it to break through the 150 weekly EMA. And then I think the next major resistance is going to be around about $2,000 because of the psychological level. And then after that, maybe 2,300, which is where the 100 weekly EMA is. And then osmosis on the daily chart. Oh dear, osmosis not looking too good at all. Just crawling along at the bottom. But we do seem to have reached this local bottom at $1.20. It has moved up just like the rest of the market. And hopefully this will mean a climb upwards as Bitcoin and Ethereum also recover. Now, I said I was going to show you Bitcoin and dollar chart a whole other different way, but let's just have a look at this one first. This is Bitcoin against the dollar. It's the kind of thing that we normally see. This is going back to 2017. And these candles, what it essentially shows is that your Bitcoin buys you more and more dollars over time. And here we had the last high just under $69,000, and that was in November 2021. So one Bitcoin would have bought you $69,000. And currently it's going to buy you just over $30,000. Now I'm going to show you another way of looking at this chart that I think is very interesting and shows the strength of Bitcoin against the dollar and a whole other way. But before I do that, just for a bit of shits and giggles, you know all those sanctions against Russia? Well, this is how they're working out. This is the ruble against the dollar. And you can see here that before the war, 1 ruble bought you about 1.3 cents or something, right? And then when the war started and all the sanctions kicked in and Russia was going to lose and stuff, 1 ruble bought you 1/7 of a cent. But since then, the ruble being a much, much stronger currency because it's backed by commodities, Russia has self-sufficiency when it comes to food and oil and gas and many other commodities. The ruble has recovered and it's currently 1.6 cents for 1 ruble. So you can see here, it really has strengthened. And the same thing pretty much against the euro, that despite all the sanctions, yes, it tumbled at first, but it has recovered and it's stronger now than it has been for the last year. In fact, than it has been since June 2017. Now, what's missing is anybody really, really arguing for peace, like standing for peace. That's what we want. We want peace. People to stop fighting and killing each other because these sanctions aren't hurting Russia. They're hurting the Ukrainians who are getting killed, and of course the Russian soldiers who are getting killed, and they're hurting the European citizenry. Now let's take a look at the USD BTC chart. So what I showed you earlier was BTC against the dollar. This is the dollar against BTC. So what this shows is how this line going upwards is how the dollar has strengthened against BTC over the last month because it's gone upwards. In fact, your dollar has risen 16.5% over Bitcoin over the last month. That at the beginning of the month, $1 would have bought you 2,774 Satoshis. And now $1 will buy you 3,187 Satoshis. But let's scroll out to a year to date. Now here, the dollar has actually strengthened over the year so far over Bitcoin, 50.59% increase. Let's take it out for a year. And here, back in July 2021, was when the dollar was at these highs against Bitcoin. So now let's have a look at 3 years. Now it's reversed over a longer time frame, that over the course of the last 3 years, the dollar has lost 73.72% over Bitcoin, which means that your dollar is buying you less and less Bitcoin over a 3-year period. Now look at 5 years. So going back to June 2017, the dollar would have bought you 40,000 Satoshis, and now it buys you about 3,000, just over 3,000 Satoshis. And maximum is quite a bit shocking. So back in July 2013, $1 would have bought you 0.0134 of a Bitcoin. So 0.0134 of a Bitcoin. Now that $1 is going to buy you about 0.0 and then 4 zeros, not 1 0, 4 zeros, 3282 of a Bitcoin. So this is how the dollar has weakened over Bitcoin. And I think this is a trend that over the long term is going to continue because of all the money printing that's going on. And not just the money printing, as more and more countries move away from the dollar over time and we move into a multipolar, multi-currency world. All right, let me know what you think. How did you find this way of looking at the dollar against Bitcoin? Don't forget to go check out the Decent Wallet using my affiliate link. Join my official Telegram announcements channel. Follow me on Twitter, CryptoRichYT. Please come and subscribe to me on Odyssey. And between now and when I see you next, please keep filling your pockets with crypto profits. This is Crypto Rich signing out. All the best. Bye-bye.